The Nikki Glaser Podcast.
Shocked watching Wicked to find out there was an animal subplot.
I mean,
I was shocked.
I don't even understand. Like, I can't believe no one's talked about there is a subplot of Wicked about animal rights.
It feels like the biggest part of the movie.
It is movie.
Well, okay, so to
but
be...
Why? Why is it the movie? Why are there talking animals in this land?
It's not in the play. Animals?
Why did someone... It feels
It's in the book.
It feels a bit shoehorned.
It's in the book. It's in the musical. It's because it's taking every aspect of the Land of Oz from the Frank Baum original books and the movie. And a big part of it were the enslavement of these flying monkeys. And how did those flying monkeys become flying monkeys? And why are they working for the wizard? Or whatever, whoever,
so we never
witch.
really knew the story behind that, or he wrote the story behind that, and that's what we're watching.
Well, the new person who wrote Wicked, he wrote the book in 1995. The year that The Wizard of Oz went to the public domain, he wrote his book came out, Wicked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that was a big part of it. It's just that. That's all.
It was just so shocking because I really just thought it was Wizard of Oz, and then there's like a goat who's like so sad. It's like
that's sad.
It came out of nowhere. Literally, I didn't know there were any animals in this movie at all, let alone ones that talked that were really well done.
Amazing.
Done.
So good.
I'm worried about part 2 because part 1 of Wicked is so good. It's got all the hits. It's got all the best scenes.
What is going to be in 2?
Part 2 is pretty sad.
It is?
And it doesn't have a defying gravity in it.
We know the witch is dead.
Yeah, well...
That's what I love. I love that we know the ending.
Yeah.
I love a tragic tale.
But there's so many more layers.
You know the ending for her, but for the rest of the characters, you're not sure.
Yeah, but like, she is the movie.
Yes.
It's Elphaba.
Well, she is the protagonist. That is true.
Yeah.
But there's more to her story that I think you'd lose it if you find out.
But
that
that's
part
coming.
2.
That's coming. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm interested that I was reading, like, you know, what, like we all are, just like little things here and there, and everyone's like, is Glinda good or bad? And I'm like, I thought she was good, and then it's like, no, she might just be a shitty person, but like she has parts, like that's the only part that I kind of was like, I didn't get there with all of a sudden she's like a good friend and they're best friends and they trust each other. The way I kind of have thought about it the past 24 hours is that Elphaba was such an ostracized dork that had no friends, that she would just take anything, because Glinda was not a good friend. Out of the gate, she just was like, I'm just suddenly, you show up at this party, and because you got me the internship with the woman, I'm now gonna be nice to you and do your weird dance with you, and suddenly I'm a great person. Like, no, I'm only being a great person because it's working out for me. Like, she's not really a good friend, but aren't we all just doing things for ourselves anyway?
But that's so quid pro quo. Like, I don't buy that as like a reason, a character turn for like, I'm good now.
And I wanted to see Glinda freak out about the fact that the woman, the what's her name?
Michelle Yeoh.
But what's her character's name? Professor Bollinger or something.
Yeah.
Bowling ball.
Morable.
Morable, yeah.
That's how you know she's bad.
Yeah.
Morrible, the horrible.
She tells Glinda, you suck, and I don't believe in you at all. That seems to wound Glinda. Glinda wouldn't just be like, yes, I get to work with her, and now I'm gonna be nice to this girl who got me. She would go to Elphaba like, what did you say that now she hates me, and now I don't think it would turn into like, I'm just gonna do this nice favor now. And why would her grandma give her that hat?
Yeah.
Why was that hat? That hat was shoehorned in the thing too. Is there more story to the hat being there than it's just
in the book? There is more to the hat.
What is it?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago. In a galaxy far away.
It did feel like there was a lot of story being told of how somebody got, like a broomstick.
Well, it's the origin story of the Wicked Witch of the West.
I do like the fact that there's no green witches with broomsticks and a hat they weren't a thing before. This is the birth of that. That's interesting.
Yes, and that there was a magic teacher at the school, but seemingly she's the only person who knows magic.
Yeah. There's a little bit of confusion in terms of.
And the teacher has to repeat several times, I'm not working with anyone. If only if I want to. It's like, okay, we know, so maybe if you choose someone, it'll be very special. And I was responsible for that thing that Elphaba clearly did that was almost murdered thousands of students because there was marble and concrete falling. Like it was Dodger Stadium. It was crazy. And then she's like, I did that as a test. Everyone's like, oh, thank you. Putting our lives at risk. I mean, are they immortal? Can they get?
No.
Okay, they're not immortal.
No one's immortal.
And
we're just okay. I liked Wicked way more than I thought I was going to like it.
I did too.
But you know what I was just not okay with? Them going to a place called Shiz University. It's so wild.
It sounds like a bar that someone from the Real Housewives would open. Why? Is it Vanderpump Rules offshoot? I don't get it either. Is Shiz short for something?
I'm sure it is. I just don't remember. I haven't read this book since I was 18.
And sorry, I know we're being critical, and it's like really wrong to do that about Wicked because
it's one of the best movies of the year. It's
yes,
Marvel,
and it's not nice to do, and it seems like we're making fun of theater kids if you make fun of it.
Yeah.
I'm making fun of it because that's the only thing that we can do. Like I did love it. There's
all
no
we
question
have
about
is
it.
Ridicule.
And I think I need to read the books to understand it, which I am not going to do.
Yes.
There's no way. I hear they're really long and dark, and maybe, but now that I know the story, I don't think I'm interested. But they say the words that they choose to add a syllable to. It's amazing a goal.
That I hate.
Why are we doing?
I think it's because it's from The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, it is?
They do that sometimes in certain songs.
That did not catch on for me.
I hate it. That repulses me.